free, and this week's been a little bit of a hit or miss. Mostly pretty good. I did have one rather big wobble in the middle of the week. The rest of the week's been pretty good. I've had quite a few healthy meals. Still getting my HelloFresh box. Obviously, that's not finished yet. So making up the meals that are on there. But like I said in the past, they're really good because they have the calories written out on them on the sheets. So it just makes it easier to keep count. I've been calorie counting a lot this week. Been going along with my Fitbit, trying to make sure my calorie deficit is 1,000. I've got it set as. So I've been doing my best to keep it to that this week. So yeah, it's been a different kind of week. I had a really big wobble and ended up trying to backtrack. But I think it's made me realise more as well that I can do this. It is about changing my lifestyle. So if I'm going to eat that very high calorie food, I know I'm going to need to go and burn it off. And it's been the first time actually for a very long time of many, many years of dieting where I've actually kind of got my head around that. You know, I'm okay with that. Instead of writing the day off like I would have years and years ago, well, all these years to be fair, I've actually said, well, I shouldn't have ate that, but now I'm going to get on with, you know, burning that off. And to be honest, over the years, I probably would have gone, oh, that was a rubbish day. I'll just keep eating rubbish and then start afresh tomorrow. Whereas this week, the one day that I did, it was really rubbish. I ate 600 odd calories in one sitting of just junk food. I felt sluggish, I felt awful after eating them, and I felt really guilty. And I know we shouldn't have guilt over eating certain things, but I felt guilty for ruining the hard work that I'd put in at the beginning of the week. So I then went out for a nearly 2-hour walk just to make up for that. Today's been a bit of a really bad day, to be fair. I've snacked on things I shouldn't have snacked on, and now I'm out for a walk in the rain. So I can't talk long because my phone's going to get way too wet. It's coming down pretty heavy now. But I'm not quitting. I've had a bad afternoon. I ate a bag of Smarties buttons. I had a pack of Sweetie, the penciled strawberry laces things, a bag of crisps. And then I had one of those Moments bars, which I often have for snacks anyway. But this was just like way too much. It worked out to 600 odd calories. So had my supper and I'm out. Come rain or shine, I will be here. So yeah, just wanted to say that even if you have really days like I had today, sorry, swearing, but even if you have awful days, you can still make it up. You really can. So I'm out for a 2-hour walk in the pouring rain. But you know, I actually feel good for getting outside. I feel really good for it. So yeah, better get on with it. I think looking back on this whole week, it just goes to show that I can do it if I put my mind to it. And I think it is a lot to do with what frame of mind you're in at the time. I've been trying to diet for years and it's never worked. And I could never work out why. I lose weight slowly no matter what. And I could just never work out why I wasn't losing. And it's because I'd have bad days and I'd write them off and then think nothing of them. And I'd ignore the fact that I had that bad day and then be like, why am I not losing weight? So I've come to realise now that if obviously I want this weight off, which I really, really do, I need to put that effort in. So if I'm going to eat something I probably shouldn't, I'm going to have to go and burn those calories off. I will be starting back Slimming World next week. I am going to try and follow it as best I can, but I will be measuring out like my pastas and stuff, because I know Slimming World, you can have as much of them as you want, but I can go a bit heavy-handed on these things, and I think they will slow down my weight loss because obviously they're carbs at the end of the day. And it's what my body likes. I like carbs, I love pasta, I love rice, I love bread. I tend not to buy it so much these days because I love bread. I'm going through my worst phase. When I was at my biggest, I used to just butter a piece of bread and just eat it for the sake of it, just because I was standing next to it. And there's no need for that. I think I've come to realise this week that if I'm hungry, I should go get a drink. And I have actually done that a lot this week. I was starving last night sitting on the sofa. I thought I was starving. Turns out I just needed a drink. Once I'd drunk something, I was fine. I have been going to bed a little bit hungry. But I think that's more because I'm used to eating so much and snacking in the evening. And I didn't last night at all. Didn't have anything other than I had a green tea when I got home from my walk. And I had a bottle of juice then when I thought I was hungry. And you know what? That worked for me. That really did. So I hope you guys have had a really good week. I'm away to go and get weighed now and do my measurements. And then I'll come back and we can discuss, obviously, how I've got on this week and what I plan for next week. All right, so I've weighed and I've measured. My weight is down to 214.2, which is a £2 loss from last week. So I am delighted, to be honest. Really, really delighted with that. My measurements. My arms have stayed the same, my legs have stayed the same. I have to keep checking my little bit of paper to keep me right. My waist is down 1/2 inch from when I started. My hips are down 1.5 inches, and my chest is also down 1 inch. So yeah, I'm really chuffed that I'm seeing a difference. I also forgot to mention that I had a delivery from Curvissa, and I also ordered myself a sports bra, which both arrived on the same day. So I had a little try on of those. So I've had a delivery today from Curvissa. They have 2 new products in. They're tummy tuck leggings, one in plain black and one in pattern, which I'll show you in a minute. I was looking for leggings that will really hold me in and stay up while I'm exercising, which I struggled with. I was running in the garden last week, and as I was running, obviously my trousers kept falling down. So I've ordered these and they finally came this morning. So I just want to give you guys a quick overview of them. They are very, very small. So this is a size 18 to 20. As you can see, if I just stand up, they are super, super tiny. They are super tiny, but they're very, very stretchy. Now they were a little difficult to get on, but once on, they feel really, really, really comfortable. And I think working out in these is going to be no bother. Squat proof, I've already tested that, but I'll just show you guys them on and then you can make your own minds up. So this is the pattern. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. And this other pair are just plain black. The pattern I think is really lovely, and it's got that ribbed effect, so that's really fine. The pattern comes up to here, and there's a line that goes right the way around, and then it's just plain black. So try and block the light a bit. They do roll a little bit. So they do hold me in quite a lot, to be honest. I'm not exactly a small girl. I am generally a size 18, so I was quite surprised that these were so small because I bought the 18 to 20. But they do pull me in quite a lot here. They roll down a little here. See if I can show you guys this. Just roll a little here, but they are really, really comfy. I think they look nice on the butt. And they're definitely squat proof as well. It's not tight, it's just really stretchy, really feels comfortable. Yeah, quite happy with them, to be honest. So I also bought a sports bra, just on one of those Facebook ads that looked really, really cool. Zip up in the front, you can adjust the shoulders. I thought it was going to be amazing. Not quite as good. I will just show you guys. As you can see through my t-shirt, you can see where the zip sits. Now obviously it's just a sports bra, so hopefully I don't offend anyone. This is the sports bra, so it's got a little clasp on the front. It's got the zip down, and it's got this little cover here as well. It's just to cover the zip, so it doesn't obviously rub in your skin. They've got adjustable straps on the top, so they're just a bit of Velcro. They're not the easiest things to get to, but it's just a bit of Velcro. You can tighten it up or loosen it down as you need it. The back has a hook and eye clip, just like your standard bra. And it's got a racer back as well. I'd never heard of Curvissa before. Somebody else had recommended them. They go from sizes 14 up to, I think it's a 28, if I remember rightly. Possibly a 30, maybe? But I'm generally an 18. Obviously, that's UK size. I'm generally an 18. These are an 18 to 20. But as I said, they are very, very, very small. And it did take me a few minutes to actually get them on, because they are super, super tiny. But they've got this, and they're actually called tummy tuck leggings. They were £12.99 on Curvissa. So yeah, that's it. Thanks. Going ahead now for this week, I've got a few things left in the house that I plan on cooking. I'm going to keep trying to calorie count as much as I can. I find that it's keeping me on track. I had like an ice cream after my supper the other night, and I realised that it taken me over my 1,000 calorie deficit that I wanted to stay within. So if you have a 1,000 calorie deficit every day, you lose £2 a week. So I've obviously managed to do that this week, to lose exactly £2. So these are just obviously rough averages that I found online that I'm trying to follow, and a lot of it's got to do with my Fitbit as well. I'm still looking for plenty of people to join me on Fitbit, so I'll pop my email address down below again, and if you'd like to join me, we could do some competitions, you know, just encourage each other to keep going. I think it's been really nice having people to talk to. It's nice to see the comments on my videos. It does keep me motivated, and it makes me want to do more, and it makes me want to better myself. It's definitely kept me accountable having these videos, and even if nobody ever watches them or thinks they're a pile of rubbish, at least it's keeping me on track, and that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. If I can inspire somebody else, then great, because we all need some inspiration from somewhere. I get mine from watching other people, and I'm hoping one day I can inspire somebody else to do the same. And if all we get out of it at the end of the day is our health improves, then, you know, we're on to a winner. Now, I'm going to keep calorie counting. I'm going to keep exercising. This week, I have been out for walks with my son. It's been a pretty decent week. The weekend was just boiling. It was so lovely. Plenty of time out in the garden playing and gardening. And so I haven't actually done as much indoor exercise as I normally would. I've only actually been on the treadmill once, which is a bit rubbish. But there's been lots of walks outside. Come rain or shine, I've been out there. To be honest, if that's all I do just now, then so be it. You know, the kids are off school, everyone's at home, things are a bit different to the way they normally would be. I think once we all get back to work and things start getting back to a kind of normal, and a new normal maybe, I'll have to find a new routine. But for now, going for a walk after supper every night works perfectly for me. I'm going to keep going with that, and I really hope you guys have done well this week as well, and I hope to hear from you guys. Some comments. I love reading any comments that come in, and I also love reading other people's comments on other videos as well. They really do inspire me to keep going. So thank you so much for watching anyway, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.